Hello everyone. How are you all doing today? Give me 1 second. All right. So guys, welcome to today's session. And आज हम लोग शुरू करने वाले हैं Understanding Media for Class 7 students. A lot of you have been messaging me about this chapter. Last time you guys had also put it in the comment section कि ma'am please start understanding media. So here we are with this chapter. Good afternoon, good evening everyone. So जल्दी से बता दो in the chat box if this chapter has been started in your school. Give me a yo if this chapter has been started. Give me a no if this chapter has not been started in your school. Hi Sarita, hi Mansi, hi Akanksha, hi Pragya, hi Anita. Welcome. Good evening. Hi Sarang. Jai ho Maiya ki. Oh God. Do you remember me? Of course, Khushi, of course. Good. Long-term students also here. Completed in your school? All right. No, it's okay. It's a very important chapter. I'm sure that you guys will start soon. All right. So guys, welcome to today's session. You know who I am. I am your master teacher, Surabhi Gupta, and I take social studies here on the Vedantu platform for class 6, 7 and 8. I have done my bachelor's from Lady Shri Ram College, my master's from Jawaharlal Nehru University, and that is a little bit about me. Now before we start guys, a very important announcement. I'm sure सारे teachers आपको बता रहे होंगे about the mega VSAT. What is the VSAT? It is the Vedantu Scholarship Admission Test. So if you guys are thinking of joining Vedantu next year, but you do not want to pay money, है ना? But you want scholarship also, you want the best education also. So make sure that you give the VSAT. The registrations are open from 13th to 20th of November. उसके बीच में you can register totally for free, and not just a scholarship, you will also get a chance to win drones and headphone and mobile phone and video games. ठीक है? Hi Jugadu Crafter. Hi Pooja. Ma'am, when will you tell homework rockstars for class 6? When we do 6th standard ka session, we tell, no? Did I forget to tell last time? Normally I do. Alright, do not forget to give a thumbs up to this video guys. Thumbs up का option वहीं पर है. Please click on that thumbs up option, and only then we will do V-quiz. Share this video with your friends and do remember to subscribe to the channel of Vedantu Young Wonders, क्योंकि आपके subscribe करने से you will not get notification for all the live sessions that we have. Hi Chilmil, hi Hadith. Hello. Guys, apart from that, if you want to talk to us personally, talk to us, ask your doubts, chit chat with us. So remember कि even weeks में you have all of these teachers who will connect with you, and odd weeks में इससे. So next week on Monday between 2 to 4 p.m. I will be coming live. That is like next Monday. जो ये Monday आ रहा है ना, वो वाला Monday, right? So I will be coming live on Telegram, and we can chit chat, we can talk to each other, and you can ask me any doubt that you want. So make sure that you are there then. Ma'am, when is the next 6th standard session? Guys, 6th standard sessions happens every week on Wednesday. ठीक है? Thursday is 8th standard and Friday is 7th standard. कल 8th standard का नहीं हुआ because I was having another session on another channel. So we're gonna have 8th standard now tomorrow on Saturday. ठीक है? This is your first class. Lily, you know what to do. Thumbs up and subscribe. All right. Okay, so let us without any more delay begin. The riddle for this day is what starts with P, ends with E and has 1,000 of letters. Even I do not know the answer to this. Do let me know in the comment section below if you do know the answer. So let us start. So guys, whenever we think of television, whenever we think of mobile phones or newspapers, all of these images tell us a lot, like teaches us a lot about what is happening around us, and also impacts us, makes us who we are, right? Let it be mobile phones, computer, television, radio, newspaper. All of these are communication technologies through which we come to know what is happening around us. Wow, Sia, you know the answer. Thank you. It's a good, interesting answer. Guys, also one more thing. Remember that you stay till the end of the session, because not only will we have the week quiz, but also I will tell you the homework questions. Jiska answer you need to tell me in the comment section below. Okay? Chalo. What will we be studying in this chapter? 1, we will look at what is media. When we use the term media, what does it mean? We will understand how media has evolved in technology, how technology has influenced the quality of media that we see today. What is the connection between media and big business houses? And how does media change the way in which we see or perceive the world? Right? All of this we will be looking in today's session. Hi Alima, great. Achha, your name is Abhinav. Right, all right. So, chalo, let us understand what is media. Media is a plural, matlab singular is medium. Medium matlab the medium through which we communicate with others in society. Media is the plural of medium. Jaise boy and boys. है ना, English पढ़ा रही हूँ मैं. Media and medium. Right? So, for example, right now I am using internet and this laptop to communicate with you. Right? So, this becomes media. Or maybe I am using, television or newspapers, or, all of these different ways through which we communicate with each other. It is media. Now, let us talk about telephone. If I pick up my telephone and I'm communicating with you, that is, phone becomes a medium of communication. So, that is also a part of media. Okay, your telephone. Now, there are certain mediums through which one person can communicate with a large number of people. For example, right now, I am communicating with a 14, or it could even be 1400, right? This would be mass media. If, for example, a news channel is broadcasting a news and millions of people are watching that news, so what is that? Mass media, right? Mass matlab many, large number of people, right? Okay, ma'am, does medium and media mean the same? Yes, just like boy and boys mean the same, but boy is one and boys are many. Okay? Now, let's talk about media and technology. Today, obviously, technology has made media much better, both in terms of quality and the way in which we are able to communicate to a large number of people quickly and immediately, right? We can divide media into print media and electronic media. Print media, that is newspaper and magazines where printing is being done, and electronic media is where electricity is being used, right? Like your television, radio, mobile and computer, right? Today, of course, as I said, technology has changed so many things. For example, if you look at this newspaper and this newspaper, can you tell me what is the difference between the two newspapers? Pratishta, the best thing about YouTube is you can just go back and watch it. है ना, वो कर लो आप. Who is Deepak sir? I do not know. बता दो. What is the difference between both of these newspapers? Quickly tell me in the chat box. Apart from one is Indian Express and the other is Times of India, what is the technological difference that you see? नहीं बताना चाहते कोई, तो मैं ही आंसर कर देती हूँ. The first newspaper is black and white and the other is print, that is colored, right? So all of this, one is old and one is new. Acha. Yes, because one is black and white and the other is colored. है ना? So once upon a time, printing was for the very first time invented by this man called Johannes Gutenberg, who invented the printing press. And the first thing that he printed from his machine was the Bible. Right? Then the first newspapers that came out was black and white, and today, of course, we have more and more colored newspapers. All of them are colored newspapers only. है ना? So changing technology has helped us reach more and more people and communicate with a larger number of people. Today, because of the kind of internet we have, because of Twitter and Facebook and all of this, not only is one person able to communicate with a large number of people, but people are able to talk to each other. I mean, today I can tweet the Prime Minister of India also, and and talk to him, right? So technology has made all of that possible. Technology has made it possible that we are able to watch on our television in 4D and 5D, right? What is happening in United States of America and in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So technology has completely changed our lives today. It has made us a member of the global world. Matlab, earlier, for us, our world was our village. You know, what is happening in our village? But with technology, because we are connected with each other, even though we have not met each other, we've not met the rest of the world, right? We think of ourselves as a part of a globe, as a part of the global village, right? Now, images that we see on our television are obviously images that are coming from far off distances through the help of satellites and cables. Today, we are able to see Shin-chan, for example, it's not an Indian cartoon, or you're able to see BTS music videos or K-dramas or Pakistani dramas. All of this is happening because of technology. Now, the technology that we are talking today does not come cheap. Let us talk about YouTube, for example. Sometimes you must have seen that I take class from office. And when I go to office, the kind of studio that we have, the TV that we have, the screens that we have, the lights that we have, the camera that we have, all of that does not come for free. It costs a lot of money. Similarly, when you talk about newspapers or television, all of the technology costs a lot of money. And the media, mass media especially, that is, giving you the news, giving you the TV serials and all of that, is not doing it for charity. They are doing it for profit. So where will they earn that money from that they are spending on technology? They earn money through something called advertising. For example, when you guys are watching your favorite cricket match, suddenly in the middle, you will notice कि छोटा सा ad they put in. Why are they putting those ads? So that they can earn money. Advertisements of mobiles, cars, clothes, television, chocolate, Complan, Horlicks, etc. is something that is repeatedly shown on the television so that we might buy that product. And advertisements do work. Advertisements create a taste in us. For example, one example that I love giving, because it is something that even I have fallen prey to, and that is advertisement of green tea. है ना, जैसे green tea होता था पहले, no one wanted to drink it. If you've ever tasted green tea, it is horrible. But then they started showing so many advertisements about it that if you drink green tea, you will get a flat stomach. Green tea है, गंदा taste है, आदत बना लो. है ना, we had a lot of advertisements like that, and people now, I think almost every house, even if you don't drink green tea, will have green tea in their cupboard. Right? So that is what advertisements do. Right? Now, I hope you understood this much. What is media? How media has improved because of technology, and how we consider ourselves a part of the global village because of media. Now, technology does not come for free. Because it does not come for free, media does advertisement in order to earn money. Now, what is the role of media in democracy? When we say democracy, we are talking about a form of government in which the citizens have the real power to choose their own representatives, to choose their own leaders. Now, imagine that we have elections coming up. I will choose Surabhi party to be my ruling party. I want Surabhi party to win. Why? Because yesterday I saw on the news that Surabhi party has done so much for the poor people. Right? So the news or the media plays a very important role in giving the citizens the news, in giving the citizens the information about what is happening around the country. It is also considered to be the fourth pillar of democracy. Right? Exactly, Lily. Yes, Tariq. It is on the basis of these news that citizens know the work of the government. So that way media plays a very important role. Imagine if the media is telling you everything good about the government. What will you think? Oh, government is the best. It's only doing good things for us. Right? So media in that way plays a very important role. Second, we can also use media in order to put forward our problems in front of the world and the government. For example, we can kind of do a public protest, write letters to concerned ministers, start a signature campaign, put forward our ideas in news channels in order to bring a new government program, right? So we can also use the media in order to communicate our issues with the world, right? So that way media plays a very important role in democracy. But it is important, now that we've understood, हाँ भैया media का तो बहुत important role है, it is important that we understand that the information from the media needs to be balanced, because it is on the basis of this information that people make views about the government. Now we come to the next part. What is a balanced report? बहुत ही important part है ये, तो ध्यान से सुनना, ठीक है? Now let's take an example of a news. Crackdown on polluting factories. Closure of factories caused unrest. The first is crackdown on like it's the same news and two newspapers are reporting it in a different way. News of India report is saying that there has been crackdown on polluting factories. There are some factories that were causing a lot of pollution, and people, like, because those factories were closed down by the court because they were polluting, so people started protesting. You know, the owners and the workers of the factories started protesting. These protests were very violent. It brought the city to standstill. The government has given proper relocation also. Government has given them land also to go somewhere, but they are not going. And the newspaper is saying that factory owners and workers should stop this violent protest and they should relocate. Do you think this is a balanced report? आनंद, मुझे नहीं पता चल जाएगा, अगला चैप्टर हिस्ट्री का करेंगे. That's great, Shravya. Do you think this is a balanced report? No, because it is only telling you about how the people are protesting in a violent manner. And now let us look at the same news in another newspaper, India Daily Report. यहाँ पर it is written that, oh, because the government has closed down certain factories, it has led to loss of livelihood, loss of jobs. And the municipal corporation is at fault because they were the ones who initially gave the license to the factories to set up here. No adequate relocation effort has been done. The government has not given them land to relocate, and therefore people are protesting and Monday Bandh has been declared. Again, does this give you a balanced report? No. It is giving you another point of view. Ki factories have been closed and poor workers, they have nowhere to go. And municipal corporation should not have given them a license only to set up a factory. Now that they have set up a factory, government is saying close down. Right? So it is the same news, but different newspapers are giving you two different points of view. If you read one newspaper, you might think, these people are protesting, very violent, they should just go. If you read the other newspaper, you might think, oh, poor people, they are now jobless, what will they do? Right? Now, in this scenario, we will say that both of these newspapers are not giving us a balanced report. What is a balanced report? A balanced report is one that discusses all points of view of a particular story and then leaves it to the readers to make up their mind. Here, both the newspapers are telling you what to think. They are telling you that these are violent protests and they should stop. Right? Instead of telling you what to think, a newspaper should give you a report, give you both points of view, ki factories are closed because they were polluting, blah, blah, blah. Yahan par workers are, doing this because of blah, blah, blah. And up to you, what do you want to think? Right? So, writing a balanced report is super, super important. Exactly. It is important because it is only then we can make our own opinion. If I'm telling you, this is a bad boy, be away from him, then I'm not giving you a chance to make up your own mind. You will think, he's a bad boy. Right? If I'm telling you, okay, you talk to him, tell me if you think he's a bad boy, then I'm giving you a chance to make your own opinion. Right? Now, why is it that media does not write balanced reports? What is the reason for that? The reason is that the media is not independent. Independent media is a media which is not controlled or influenced. Matlab, if today let us say I'm an owner of a newspaper, Times of India, I will write a balanced report if no one is influencing or putting pressure on me. Unfortunately, media is not independent, not just in India, but around the world. Why is that? We'll tell you that now. One reason is control of the government on media, right? So the government controls media. Sometimes the government will stop a particular news from being published, saying ki are it can cause law and order problem, or it can stop a song or a movie from being put forward in public domain, saying that, oh, this movie is not good, this movie will, is cheap or does not have good songs or whatever. So this is called censorship. When the government or the media, when the government stops the media from publishing something. So because of this censorship, sometimes the media cannot stay independent. When the government prevents either a news item or a scene of a movie or lyrics of a song from being shared with the larger public, it is called censorship. For example, when Indira Gandhi had declared emergency in India, for what reason, all of that you will do later, in your later classes. But she declared emergency between 1975 and 77. There was a huge censorship of the media, where the media was not even allowed to cover what wrong the government was doing. It was only focusing on the good aspects of media, right? All right, ma'am. Okay, now still a lot of news that we hear. Apart from the whole government issue, government does not always censor. Sometimes it does, but still the media is not able to give a balanced report. And that is when we come to the main reason why media is not able to give a balanced report. The reason is because the media is controlled by big business houses. What did I tell you? Media requires technology. Technology does not come for free. Right now, technology does not come for free. How will media afford it? Through advertisements, by earning money. And it gets its advertisements from big business houses. So big business houses like Britannia or I don't know, like any big business house that you can think of, Reliance, all of these, media, all of these big business houses give advertisement to media. Media takes these advertisements in order to earn money. Sometimes big business houses also owns media. For example, very big businesses, very big businessmen like your Reliance, Adani, etc. actually own a large number of shares in the media. Right? So they will tell the media that, listen, you cannot publish any story that is against my business or that is against this minister, because they might have their own opinions and feelings. Right? So in this way, big businesses controls media. Right? Now, sometimes you will notice that media focuses on only one particular part of the story. Why? Because it makes the story more interesting. Sometimes you will notice that they will just sensationalize something. For example, one media will keep talking about, oh, something is falling on our earth, like an asteroid, it will completely destroy the earth, etc., 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 right? But without telling you the facts, without telling you the science of it. Why? Because it is making the story more interesting. You will stay there and you will be like, "Arey mummy, pata hai, dunya khatam hone wali hai," right? Second, sometimes the media might want public support for an issue and therefore they might focus on one side of the story. For example, especially when it comes to India-Pakistan issues, media only focuses on, oh, Pakistan has done this to us, oh, Pakistan has done that to us. But it should be more balanced and tell us the entire story and the entire history of that area. Right? So sometimes the media does it to garner more public support and to, get more eyeballs to its screen. Right? Ma'am, can media put anything wrong in public? Yes, Pratishta, media sometimes does that. Again, to sensationalize the news or, to kind of make it, like, for example, if today the headline is, like, abhi hua tha na, Shah Rukh Khan's son caught in a drug case. Now, it might not be a big thing or it might be a big thing, we do not know. But the way in which the media would put it forward, you might think, हाँ यार, बहुत ही गलत हुआ. Something like that. Unknown man, you are super funny. Alright, meaning of judiciary. Beta, judiciary wala chapter kal hoga. ठीक है? If you are 8th standard and you are thinking of judiciary, we'll do it tomorrow. Chalo, now we come to setting agendas. ठीक है? ये part बहुत important है, ध्यान से सुनना. Now guys, imagine our country is very large, है ना? And in our country, many different things are happening. Farmers are dying, joblessness, unemployment, petrol prices are increasing, onion prices are increasing. Good things are also happening. People are helping out each other. Lots of things are happening in the country. But obviously, we do not know everything that is happening in the country. Why is it that we only know certain stories, from media? It is because every week, imagine you're working as a reporter, so every week the entire news channel sits together and decides that this is the news that we will focus upon this week. This is called setting an agenda. What story to focus upon, right? For example, let us say in your school an annual function is taking place. No media will come and say, oh, annual function is taking place in Kendriya Vidyalaya or forever, right? But suddenly, let us say Shah Rukh Khan is coming to your school as chief guest. Suddenly, media will be there. Why? Because now this is a story that they want to focus on. So sometimes by focusing on a particular issue, the media is influencing our actions and bringing that story to our attention. This is called setting an agenda. This can be both positive as well as negative. Let us take an example of a negative idea. For example, when we had COVID, there were a lot of problems that people were facing. People were dying, medicines were not available, government was not able to provide vaccinations properly, laborers were not able to reach home, government was failing, government was succeeding, all of these things was happening, right? But instead of showing that, media was showing us that Alia Bhatt is doing her own bartan and jhadu pocha in her house, or Sushmita Sen has to clean her garden on her own, right? So what is the media doing? It is only focusing on a particular story and not telling us what is, bringing our attention to that particular thing. So that is an idea of a negative. It is not telling us the real story that is happening in the country. But sometimes the media can play a positive role in bringing our attention towards something that is happening in the country. For example, all of us drink Coca-Cola, right? The cold drink. And once upon a time when Coca-Cola actually came to India, it said, oh, it's a very healthy drink and you can drink it, etc., etc. Even the government was saying that, Pepsi, no problem, drink it. But there was this magazine called Down to Earth who published an article that said that most of these cold drinks have a lot of pesticides that is injurious to health. These cola drinks, according to international safety and standard, has more pesticides than what is allowed, right? And the government pressurized Down to Earth that please do not publish this story, but they did cover this story, and in this way, the media brought our attention to an issue that affects our health. Right? So this is an example of a positive way in which the government can bring in which the media can bring our attention to an issue that is affecting our health and our life. ठीक है मैम, what is the meaning of censorship? बताया तो, censor, the word censor मतलब कुछ काटना, right? So for example, if there's a movie that's coming out and in the movie there's like a line that has a lot of abuses, then the media might censor it, might say that please remove this dialogue. That is censorship. Okay? All right. There are several examples where media failed to report effectively. As I said, sometimes the media, however, fails to report an important news. Lots of people, every year die because they are getting unsafe drinking water, but we don't come to know about it because media is not reporting it, right? Now, let us talk about local media. What is local media? Sometimes we have something like a local newspaper or a local radio that tells you what is happening in a small area. For example, we have a community radio for farmers where there's a radio channel that tells the farmers what kind of crops they should grow, what kind of seeds they should have, what kind of fertilizers they should have, all of that. So this community radio is for the community of farmers. Similarly, documentary films. Today, everyone has a phone. All of you can make movies, right? So lots of people have started using their phones, this technology that we have, in order to document, for example, the slums of Mumbai or what is happening in rural Uttar Pradesh, right? So that way we start coming to know what the main media is not showing, what mainstream media is not showing, right? Real life conditions faced by poor communities. Another example of local media is this magazine called Khabar Lehariya. Khabar Lehariya is a newspaper that was started by 8 Dalit women of Chitrakoot district of Uttar Pradesh. It's a 8-page newspaper where they talk about local village issues like Dalit issues, atrocities taken place against women, any political corruption that is taking place. So every shopkeeper, every person in the Chitrakoot district reads that newspaper, right? All right. अजीब अजीब से चीजें आती है कभी कभी चैट पे. Irresponsible reporting by media. Now guys, as I said, sometimes the media does not report. It not only not reports what is happening around the country, but it also chooses to ignore what is happening in the country. For example, Fashion Week took place, and in the same week, a lot of slums got demolished, right? So instead of showing us the demolition of the slums, the media decided to focus on the fashion show, right? What is this? Nothing but irresponsible reporting by the media. Now we come to the final part of the chapter, and that is social advertising. Sometimes you will open the newspaper and there'll be this huge one-page article about how while you're driving you should wear a seatbelt, or how if you're if you have a girl child, it is good for the country, it is good for the world, or please plant a tree, save the planet. What is this? This is advertising that is giving a social message, that is giving a larger message for the society. It could be that by the government, it could be by private agencies. So this is called social advertising. So in short, media plays a very important role in our lives. It gives us information about what is happening, around the world, what the work the government is doing. However, media also sets an agenda. It kind of focuses on certain stories and ignores others. Sometimes media can bring a positive change in society by bringing our attention to important issues. Sometimes the media reports in an irresponsible manner by focusing on irrelevant issues just because it is more fun, like fashion show week, instead of important issues of the country. And but as a citizen, it is important that we are not passive viewers of television. We are not sitting like a potato on our sofa and looking at television and just consuming what is being shown to us. We should be active viewers. Active viewers matlab whatever we are reading or whatever we are seeing on the television, we should always be asking these questions. One, what is the information I'm learning from this report? What is the news trying to tell me? What information is not being put in the report? What is being omitted? Whose point of view is being written by the article? Always see who's writing the article and why is this article only being written on, from one point of view. Don't just accept it, right? And whose point of view is being left out. So all of this is important. All of these questions are important that we need to bring up in order to ask, to kind of be active viewers of what we are watching. Ma'am, but most media channels give more importance to altu-faltu things. Exactly. But thankfully, we have a lot of media channels today on YouTube also. A lot of journalists who are putting up good news. अथर्व आप बस पीछे चले जाओ ना, यूट्यूब है, कभी भी देख सकते हो पहले क्या हुआ. चलो, let us quickly go to the week quiz. Put in the code 227669 and come to the week quiz. www.weekquiz.in. आप डालो 227669 and I'm waiting for you. आजो. Atharv, I've taught the full chapter. It's okay, you do the week quiz and then later on you can watch the session बाद में. अच्छी तरह to understand. Hi Savage Boy. Hi Jisoo Tofu. Yes, you are late. Alright guys, do not forget to give a thumbs up to this video. Thumbs up वाला option वहीं पर है, and do remember to subscribe to the channel. I know normally I take today's session at 8 PM, but क्योंकि आज कुछ और होने वाला है 8 बजे इस चैनल पे, I was given the 5 PM slot. So please don't get confused. Normally this is not my time. 227669. You just need to go to www.weekquiz.in, incognito tab खोलो, डालो और कोड डालो 227669. मैम आप गुजराती हो? नहीं. बच्चे 6 बच्चे आ गए हैं, so it is working. Try again and you need to sign in, है ना? right, so I am going to begin the quiz right now. Question number 1 is, which of the following is print media? Mobile, laptop, magazine, or television? If you're not able to do it, just tell me the answer in the chat box. It's okay. The answer is magazine. Very good. Magazine is absolutely correct. Sagar, Sia, Ria, Anand and Khushi have answered. Question number 2 is, what is the main source of income of media? Media जो है पैसा कैसे कमाती है? Advertisement, article, general news or weather news? The answer is advertisements. Wow, all 8 of you have given the correct answer. Very good, very good. Next question is, on what basis is the cost of advertisement set? Very good question. Let us say that I want to advertise my product. How much money will I have to pay? That will depend upon the popularity of the channel on which I want to advertise, popularity of the product, both A and B, or none of these. Guys, the answer is both A and B. Even the only popularity of the channel. Alright, I thought even the popularity of the product. Okay, so it is popularity of the channel. We have Rija, Khushi, Sia, Anand, Srishti, Sagar, Aditi, Adi, Pragya, Janvi on top and correct. For example, if the channel is super popular, then they will take more money in order to advertise a product. Which word is used to refer to a TV or radio program that is widely transmitted? If it's a television program, it is being widely transmitted. What do we say? It is being published, broadcasted, censored, or public protest. Yes, the term that we use is broadcasted. Published to print media mein hota hai. Electric media mein it is broadcasted. We have Vrija, Khushi, Anand, Sia, Srishti, Jash, Janvi, Sagar, Aditi, Naman on top and correct. Oh, it's okay, Pratishta. You can try after the session also. When did India censor the media? When there was emergency between 1975-77, when Indira Gandhi was assassinated, when bomb blast took place, or when there is a major railway accident. Guys, it was during emergency. It was a time when media was absolutely censored. Right? Rija, Anand, Khushi, Sia, Janvi, Adi, Srishti, Naman, Jash and Pragya on top. Final question of the day. What is termed in media as setting an agenda? What does that mean? Fashion and sports news, news from far off places, changing technology of the media, significant influence of media on our thoughts and our lives. When media is setting an agenda, what is it doing? Guys, it is influencing our thoughts and lives. For example, if we are watching the news and they are showing us the fashion show, right? The fashion week, we will think, "Arey, this is only happening in India. Nothing else is happening in our country." Right? So the media is kind of influencing our thoughts all the time. Let us look at the leaderboard of the day. So we have Rija on top. Very good, very good. Yes, Jugadu, I can see your answer. Yes, Naveen. So we have Rija on top. And then we have Anand Bajaj, and then we have Khushi. Congratulations, all three of you, to be on top of the list. And let us quickly now go to your homework questions. Homework questions ke liye ready? Thank you. Enjoy life. So sweet. Guys, before we end the session, remember that if you're watching the replay, you can also do the V-quiz. Link जो है नीचे है description box में. आप दे दो V-quiz and practice. And these are your homework questions. So ध्यान से पढ़ो. A news which covers both sides of the story is called Khabar Lehriya is an example of mass media या local media. Government control over the media is known as what? You can go back, pause the video, look at the questions and know. Quickly tell me your answers in the comment section. जो खुल जाएगा when I stop the video. And make sure that all your names who are giving the answers will be there in the next class in the Homework Superstars. ठीक है? तो enjoy life. आपकी class होगी tomorrow 8th standard की. right? You're very happy, very nice. जुगाड़ू क्राफ्ट ना नीचे देना आंसर अपना कमेंट सेक्शन में. So that's it guys. Do not forget to give a thumbs up to this video. Thumbs up का ऑप्शन वही है. सब्सक्राइब कर दो चैनल को. And love all of you. Thank you for attending today's session. Bye bye. Have an amazing day.